So my name is Whitehorse. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to continue on with the 13 moon teachings, and we are now on to March. So with March as Nihilach, we call March Niskapism, or the goose moon. So usually with Niskapism, the goose moon of March, our ancestors would use the moon and water teachings and gather the healing energy of Nukhum Tipskau Pisam, or grandmother moon. For we're taught that this moon brings energy of renewal and beginnings, or new beginnings. It's said that in the old days, our musumnanak, higwa nukhumnanak, our uh, our grandmothers and our grandfathers would gather in the lodge on the full moon of March to let go of the burdens of the days behind them. So they'd let go of any anger, sadness, hurt, as Nokum Tipskau Pisam, grandmother moon, would work to renew them and wash away all of that past negative energy and bring all of the positive new energy. So it was a great time of new beginnings. So it was a very special lodge during the full moon of March. So this moon, Niskapism, also marked the time to gather again after a long winter. So, again, to renew those family bonds by leaving our homes after staying indoors during the winter and visiting family again, and renewing those bonds we have with our relatives. Uh, just as this marks the time that the geese are slowly beginning to return north after being away during the long winter, we are reminded that with the return of the geese, we need to return, in a sense, to our families after a long winter of solitude, or a long winter of being away from our families. So there's two teachings through this moon, uh, which is also the blood moon, where Nukhum Tipskau Pisam turns red. So during March, we get what's called a blood moon. So we're taught when we see that blood moon, we've been taught as Nihawak that the moon turns red like that because Nukhum Tipskau Pisam, grandmother moon, has been drained of energy and of healing, because she spends the whole year healing us, and eventually she gets drained, and it's usually in March when we see that blood moon, which tells us that grandmother moon is out of energy. So elders, or Kesteak, our elders, would see these blood moons or red moons as a time of great concern. And it was during these moons that we'd often lose uh, sick sick people or elders. We would lose them during this moon because grandmother moon is not at her full energy to protect us during the night. So it was believed that it was because of her low energy we would lose these people during that blood moon. So during a blood moon, as Nihilak, as Cree people, we're always taught to light our smudges and to pray hard for Nukhum Tipskau Peace and for Grandmother Moon to send her energy, and to leave our smudges lit during the time that that moon is red, and to send healing energy to our grandmother moon, because the rest of the time she spends the rest of the year sending us healing. So we're taught to return that to our grandmother when we see that blood moon. Uh, so those are the teachings that I have about Niskapism, or the goose moon. Hope you learned something, and thanks for joining me. Kinanaskom tinawakak